What is happening? It's PR here, reviewing the original Hellboy. As I mentioned, I was going to be reviewing both the original Hellboy films by Guillermo del Toro, leading up to the newer Hellboy coming out like tomorrow, I think. Yeah, that comes out this week. So, yeah, starting off with the first film coming in 2004, and starting out with the good Ron Perlman as Hellboy. Like, I haven't read that many Hellboy comics to see if like he's comic book accurate, but his performance is what made me love the character, so that's a plus. And like he nails it. He's serious when it has to be serious. He's funny when it has to be funny. Love the character, and like it's too soon to compare him to David Harbour because, like I mentioned, film hasn't come out. Not gonna do any comparisons until the film comes out. But just saying, Ron as Hellboy, amazing. I also like Doug Jones as Ape Sapien. I don't know, I've always liked this character, such an interesting character. And even if he hasn't appeared that much in this film compared to the second one, just seeing like the amazing makeup effects on him is enough. And I really like Selma Blair as Liz and her like the backstory. You feel bad for her, and like the way she can't control her powers, just wow, just really emotional character. And John Hurst, Professor Broom. Wow, just fantastic role here. Again, not gonna compare him to Ian McShane because the newer film hasn't come out yet. But just saying, it's gonna be hard to top his performance because it's amazing. The villains, Rasputin, I was okay. He's an okay character. He was a decent villain, and Cronin, freaking Cronin. Like, the guy is a badass. I love this character, definitely one of my favorites from the original two films. And then Jeffrey Tambor as Manning. He does a good job, in portraying this character you're supposed to dislike, so he does a good job with that, so I rate it. If you're supposed to dislike the character, but I can't hate him. He's a fun character. Of course, the film has some great memorable moments, like the opening scene setting up Hellboy's origins. I thought it was really well made. I like the special effects on the baby Hellboy. Professor Broom's death, just still emotional. I actually cried when I saw it this time. It's just a really emotional scene. And of course, this being a Guillermo del Toro film, it has a lot of creature effects and just wow. Like the creature designs in here, the costumes just look amazing. Like the Hellboy, Ave. Cronin with the costume on, Samuel, all look great. But with all that being said, now we move on to the bad. And sadly, I have a lot of stuff to say. Starting out with the fact that the main villain is actually this huge monster thing. Like, it's a bit of a disappointment. Like, don't get me wrong, the fight itself with Hellboy fighting this thing was great. When he picks up the sword and then he throws the grenade, the grenade pack, that was awesome. But still, it's a bit disappointing that this is basically the main villain of the film, and he only appears in the third act. There's actually another villain that I forgot to mention. There's Ilsa, I believe that's how to pronounce it, Ilsa, and just wow, her character is so uninteresting. No offense to the actress, but her character was just so bland and uninteresting. I didn't care about her. There's another protagonist I forgot to mention, Robert Evans as John Myers. Like, until the ending, I didn't care about this character at all. Terrible character. I didn't like him at all. And look, I mentioned that the effects have aged well, but the majority of them, not all of them. Like, there's a scene, for example, where, like, the bad guys bring it to the museum and get Samuel, when they're, like, bringing him to life. Like, those effects just look terrible. They haven't aged well at all. But still, I enjoy Hellboy. It's a fun watch. It's a simple yet amazing film, and I'm gonna give it 4 BPRD logos out of 5. If you haven't seen it, it's on Netflix right now, so definitely give it a watch. It's a fun movie. So what do you think of Hellboy? Let me know in the comments down below. If you hit the button and share, if you subscribe, and click on the videos. I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.